Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be making the final tier list before the Legends Fest, I guess, because I don't think any of the LF Zenkai will actually shake the meta up a lot, because the meta is already shaken up a lot from the previous tier list I made. Like UG for Ultimate Gohan, all of the values have gone down, which you'll see in this tier list. So let's dive right into it. Now, first of all, we'll discuss the 10th best unit in the game according to me, which is actually going to be Shenron, what I'm talking about. Supreme Kai Shin. You know, he is honestly so annoying. I've already said it before in my videos where I fought against him. His strike seals your strikes, his last seals your green, blue, and everything like. And we have a unit, yellow unit, Majin Vegeta, who we'll talk about later, who literally if you use a blast against him, if his gauge is full, he hits you with the blue lock in. This unit does prevent that a bit, and he's possibly the best counter to Ultra Majin Vegeta. Type advantage, will not eat his blue. Obviously, Ultimate is a different thing from Majin Vegeta, but yeah, this is why Shin is 10 because of his sealing. It's very important. And also, if you cover change with him, you'll also cancel the enemy's attribute upgrades, so which is also very good thing. So they won't be able to do as much damage as they do normally. So which is why he's on 10th. As you can see, 9A and 9B. 9th is a shade spot. I don't know which is the better unit amongst these at the moment. And this is between Ultimate Gohan and Kid Buu. Now, the reason Ultimate Gohan individually is still better, but the problem is both of these units are not core on their team. This does not take into account Proud Mode, only standard rules, because I haven't fought in Proud Mode this season because I'm not letting every single match go to timer in Proud Mode, and it's so annoying with this tanky team. Now, let's talk about standard ratings. Ultimate Gohan. What's the main core Majin Buu Saga team? You have this guy, okay? This, and the second unit is either gonna be this Evil Buu and Super Vegito. So what happens is, you're not going to use a purple unit when this unit is running around. It's as simple as that. No purple unit is standing against him relatively well enough. So Ultimate Gohan is kicked off the meta team. Now, this is the meta team. Basically this, or this on leader slot with this and 3 of my Goku. This is basically the best team in the game, and Ultimate Gohan does not have any say in both of these teams, which is why Ultimate Gohan is so low. Individually, I do believe if hybrids get a very good third unit, which is a green, not this guy, a new unit, a blue unit who's also tanky, has indestructible and stuff, Ultimate Gohan will go up. The meta just doesn't favor him. There's such a busted yellow in the meta, which is why he's down so below. The 8th best unit in the game, according to me, is actually Evil Buu. I do believe Evil Buu is like, he's so annoying. On cover change, he destroys your cards, increases your ki, and destroys ki. Like, you get his health below 50%, he destroys Dragon Ball, kills your ki. Arts cost up, his ultimate destroys it to Dragon Ball. I think we've all fought against him. We all know how annoying he is. He cancels perfect shot and sub count. He is like the perfect best 1% sparking unit they've made since a long time. I think the last time I was so annoyed fighting a 1% sparking was actually Pan, the red sparking Pan, which was released alongside the original Blue Beast Gohan. Like, he's so annoying, and honestly, Majin Buu Saga is the second best team. The best team in the game at the moment is Turles, Majin Vegeta, and 3 of mine Goku. But yeah, Majin Buu Saga is a close second. Proud mode wise, I do believe Majin Buu Saga is clearly the best team in the game at the moment. So yeah, 7th is gonna be Omega Shenron. There's not a lot of difference between Omega Shenron, Evil Buu. The only difference is he has indestructible, which I believe is more important in the meta. As with, you can run him alongside Turles, which will help you a lot. Indestructible at the moment is very important. Every single unit is surviving till almost every other game is going to timer. With this unit and 3 of my Goku cancelling buffs on standby, so like, I don't think I fought a god rank player which hasn't gone to timer, which should tell you how bad the meta is at the moment. Like, it's literally 180 timer counts, whole 180 timer count get consumed in a single match, or it goes to at least till the end. Which is why he is higher up than Evil Buu, but you can swap these two positions, as I do believe him cancelling buff effects is also very important. So yeah, you can swap this. He also has a lot of good things. If you pop his gauge offensively, you have double card draw speed which cannot be cancelled. Like, his main advantage is all of his buffs are mostly cannot be cancelled, so which means like if you pop a ult against Evil Boo, some will get cancelled but not a lot, which is a huge advantage. And he is the only unit who can, really well, like comfortably deal with Turles before his gauge gets popped up indestructible. If his comeback is popped, then yeah, Omega will struggle, but otherwise Omega can shred through Turles before his comeback is popped, which is why Omega is high. Like, there have been so many matches where I popped this guy's comeback with Omega. Omega had his indestructible, and I let Omega's indestructible get popped rather than go to other unit and risk getting rushed, which is a huge advantage. And then comes the 6th spot. The 6th spot is going to be UG4. Look how mighty. This guy was here in my previous tier list, I believe, and now he's here, which should tell you how much of fall he has received. His teams are power crept, let's be honest. Fusion Warrior teams, let's look at the core. You have this guy, and what's this guy? It's a good team, but doesn't really work well. Why? Because you have this guy who has a comeback mechanic. None of these guys have a comeback mechanic. He has an endurance effect, but he doesn't have a buff cancellation effect. So let's say you use an ultimate against him, he's gonna die. Super Vegito uses a rush against him, he's gonna die. No cancelling buff effects or comeback is hurting them a lot. And the problem is strike based unit. He is not strike based, he's blast based. I know the stats are balanced, but doesn't work out really well. Omega Shenron is also blast based. Fusion Warrior needs a good team around them to be meta, and I also believe, and GT, let's not even talk about GT. GT has this guy, and Baby. Baby has good power crept. Like, he's still good. He will be in my honorable mentions, but sadly, he's not good enough. And you want to use Super 17, but he's also power crept. He dies really, really quickly, which is again really bad because this team needs a lot of bulk, which it doesn't have anymore. But yeah, he's still the best purple unit if you want to deal with Ultra Margin Vegeta. Last man standing, his gauge is still the best gauge in the game. Counters everything. If you have his full gauge, Vegeta won't be able to use his blue card against you because you'll nullify it. So he does have a lot of good things, but he needs a lot of support now because he has literally zero support. The 5th best unit in the game is, well, Super Vegito. In the meta where I said again and again, every single match goes to timer, a rush which is guaranteed to land is really, really vital if you want to win with a team which does not have Turles or Vegeta. It's so important because his rush is guaranteed to pop a comeback or an endurance if the opponent doesn't cast a buff effect. So you're guaranteed to almost get either one life down. Not kill because every single unit has 2 lives and stuff, but at least get 1 life down, which is really, really vital if you have to win against a team which is not bulky as other teams. Which is why he's there. And also the Dragon Ball destruction ability they have with the green card before fusing is also very good. So yeah, this is why they are 5. And Majin Buu Saga, as I said, is such a good team. This unit flows perfectly with Ultra Majin Vegeta, and that's why they're 5. 3 and 4 is a shared spot. I'm gonna give the 3rd to Gotenks and 4th to Tree of Might, but you can swap them as you can see. With Omega and Kid Buu, Evil Buu, sorry, I believe Omega is better, but again, like I said, up to your experiences, you can swap it. This is based on my experience in the meta. These units are really tied in. Like, there's literally nothing to differentiate between them. The movie's team in standard mode is so busted. This unit with Turles is literally a step above every other team in the game. Like, this team is possibly the most dominant team we've had in this year, apart from the Super 17, Ultra Super Saiyan 2, Gohan, and Revival Cell. This is the most dominant team in the game at the moment. Like, I don't think in 2024 we had a team which is more dominant than this. I'll say Gohan's and Super 17 teams in this team are equal. I've fought against both. Yeah, these teams are equal in terms of dominance. Like, if you're fighting against this team, first of all, you're not gonna kill the team. Let's be honest. You're not gonna reduce this team to 0, which helps Tree of Might Goku a lot, because before Turles, Tree of Might Goku was not that impressive. He was a good unit. I won't say anything busted. Now with Turles, he has a unit who protects him against heads, and what a wonderful job Turles does at that. He does a really good job at handling Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and for the shock, the new Ultra. Because he locks you in 3 times with his blue card. When you pop his gauge, he gets locked in. You think you'll use the blue card, but you can't. Why? He reduces your ki to 0, all cost up. Boom. No rush. Again, he gets countered a bit. Tree of Might in hindsight is a very good release if you consider the future releases. I'm not sure how well he'll age because we don't know what meta shift is going to happen in Legends Festival, but yeah. Which is why he's 4th. You can swap him to 3 if you want, you can do this, whatever you want. But yeah, his cancellation of buff effects, his gauge is very good too. His green card is annoying. If you have a unit down, which is almost near impossible nowadays, his ultimate draws an ultimate. He gets vanished back. His blue card draws a blue, gets vanished back. It's so annoying. This guy is very annoying. I do believe whenever Turles falls down or we get a green unit who counters Turles, blue units start reducing in the meta. He will also fall down because, like I said, individually he is still good, great, but not toxic enough to be top 5. Gotenks. Now this is a very good unit. This is a great unit, honestly. You cannot catch him. First of all, it's next to near impossible to catch him. He vanishes, he gets a green, he pops a green, he almost gets his vanish back. Like, you need to PV him to catch him. Otherwise, you have to get him vanished 3 times so that he doesn't draw a green card next time around. Then you can comfortably catch him. He has endurance, 80% damage reduction in most scenarios. He tanks really well, he has endurance. Like, he is a very good unit, honestly. Like, and he hits hard offensively. Like, obviously he doesn't hit ad. I've read his kit, I thought he was gonna hit tremendously hard. He doesn't hit that hard, which is a bit strange considering his multipliers and damage inflicted and stuff. He almost had 320 something, I believe, during the first 100 time accounts when fully built up, but okay. Still doesn't matter much. His support is so good. He gives penetrate sustained damage to allies, which is so good. The last unit I believe which did that was, I think, Blue LF17, the TOP 1 Tournament of Power 1 MVP 17. He was the last Legends Limited character which I believe gave penetrate sustained damage to allies. He gives key, card, like he is very good. The best all-round unit you can have in the game. Will also give you a bulk on the side so you can survive other units. Blue card, rush and stuff. If they don't cancel endurance, if they do, well then he's dying too sadly, which you can't do anything about. Now, as you can see, I have already put a gap in here. The experience in fighting against these 2 units, Turles, Majin Vegeta. Like, I've fought against them both. Honestly, at the moment, they are indistinguishable. They're that good. I do believe Turles off boost might fall down to this part, second unit, because his damage is lacking first of all before his comeback is proc. So when you proc his comeback, his damage increases, but the problem is, this is on boost. His damage might fall down off boost, and also believe his tanking ability might fall down, not a lot by the way, because he has 80% against almost every other move. He has explode, impact. I think Pierce is the only thing he doesn't have 10% additional damage reduction. So yeah, I do believe off boost Turles might suffer more than Vegeta because he's a defensive unit, and defensive units tend to age out a lot quicker than offensive based units. So yeah, but at the moment they're both 1A, 1B. Turles, I don't think I need to explain much. He's annoying, he tanks really well, his gauge gives him healing every single time when you hit him. He has double card draw speed when he procs a green, and he draws a green 2 times and he enters the battlefield 2 times. After his comeback is proc, it's almost next to near impossible to kill him with his constant healing when he gets hit, and being tight neutral defensively against every other unit. Like, he's annoying. And then he also hits hard with his ultimate and blue card then, because they go type neutral his blue card. Now Vegeta, I think we can talk a bit about him because he is new. His gauge is basically Ultra Gogeta Blue's gauge, but toxic 10 times more. Literally take Ultra Gogeta Blue's gauge, multiply it by 10, that's how toxic it is. His gauge gets filled if you stay on the battlefield, not when you get hit. You have to stay on the battlefield. Let's say you combo in the unit, your gauge can fill. It's basically charged by the amount of times you're in the battlefield. You stay for 10 time accounts, you have a full gauge easily. Now, if his gauge is full and you attack him, you have to use a blast. you use a blast. If you have a strike, you can counter him really well. But the problem is, look at how many strike-based units we have in this meta. Vegito, Gogeta. That's it. These are the only strike-based units. He is ranged. He is ranged. Let's look at who. He is ranged. He is ranged. He is ranged. He is ranged. Supreme Kai is a support unit. I'm not gonna expect you to do damage with him. This is the meta. Almost every other unit is ranged, which is why he's so perfect for it. Obviously, if a character has all strikes, he takes a hit, which is why I also believe he will fall down off the meta real quick. Because of that, it's a ranged based meta. Almost every other unit have blast arts. You're meant to throw blast arts. If you throw a blast at him, I'll explain to you a scenario. 8-star Ultimate Gohan was fighting against a 5-star Majin Vegeta. He uses a blast, he uses a blue, cover change, boom, first life of Ultimate Gohan gone. Just like that. That is how simple it is to really snipe a unit out with Majin Vegeta. I've used Gogeta a lot. If not for his gauge, I don't think I'll even put him in top 10 and his last man standing abilities. Because if you don't have his gauge and you're stupid enough to use a blast arts with him, when he has his gauge full, even if he's on standby, he comes in, you're dead. Gogeta is not surviving anything. It's a guaranteed he is dead. He snipes out a unit so quickly, which is why again Turles, Tree of Might is so important. Him being the only unit and him to relatively tank really well, but not enough to survive. Like, Turles is the only unit I've seen who can really tank a full health raw ultimate from him or a blue card. Relatively okay-ish, because other units procs first life, dies. So dies because for some reason he goes type neutral, but he has endurance, so he gets saved. He dies. He first life is proc. For him, first life is proc. He also dies. But this is where Shenron is important. Shenron. He is not Shenron. He's Supreme Kai. Because his blast steals his blue, which is why you can use him and he's safe with the blues, which is why I've said he's top 10. Individually, he's not really brilliant in terms of support or damage, but due to him having these toxic abilities of sealing, strike and blast, he's so good. So yeah, he deals a lot of damage. He is possibly the hardest hitting unit in the game at the moment. Not a single unit hits as hard as him. If he catches you on a blast, you're dead. If he catches you with the ult, he locks you in, you're dead. He is basically a brain dead offensive unit with endurance on top, which doesn't make any sense. If you use an ultimate against him with this guy or any other guy, he cancels the buff effect, so you won't be able to nullify endurance, you'll go type disadvantage again. This is, honestly, I'm really happy. I know this unit is toxic, but it's a Vegeta. I don't think I've seen a top 3 Vegeta since... When was the last Vegeta which was actually top 3? I don't even remember. This should tell you how bad Vegeta characters get treated in this game. So yeah, at the moment, he's 1A, 1B. Off boost, he's gonna go off boost quicker. This will be 1, 2, then 3, 4. This will be the only change which will happen off boost. But otherwise, yeah, this is the metal list and honorable mentions. This unit, you can use him against Turles and Vegeta because he is a good unit, but I'm not gonna say, because for example, Vegeta is on standby or in the battlefield, use a blast against him. Vegeta will pop his blue, but you have his gauge, Gohan's gauge, which will again cancel out his blue, which is why Gohan is in the honorable mentions. Otherwise, he's not special enough, because even if the problem is power creep. Offensive power creep is so much that units from the start of the year just do not have a chance of staying in the top 10, which is a huge problem in Legends. Power creep is moving too fast. It shouldn't move that fast. Imagine me saying Gogeta from the anniversary doesn't make it to the top 10 because of the power creep. Do you realize how stupid it is? Frieza, the Ultra, is in honorable mentions. This is so dumb. Legends need to stop the power creep, or the player base will keep on falling down as it's happening. Legends had a shit month in terms of revenue last September. Like this September, I think they'd only grossed 5 mil, which is a huge drop off. Like, it's sad, I think. And Legends development team need to fix it, remove PV, fix all of this stuff. Power creep needs to go down a lot, because offensively the power creep is going like this. Defensively it goes like this, then it goes like this. They need to fix this. And I do believe Legends Fest is gonna be another power creep where most of these units we are seeing in the meta tier list will go down a lot. So yeah, Gohan's there because he can counter Vegeta's blue card. Otherwise, he is nothing special at the moment. Now, this guy is only here because if you proc Vegeta's gauge with his blast, Vegeta uses blue, he will cancel his buff effects 2 times, I guess, or 3 times on his blue, so that he'll go type advantage again. Otherwise, again, not a good unit to use in this meta. He is good because he converts all of his blast to strike, so Vegeta cannot counter against strike cards. But again, still not good enough to be top 10. These honorable mentions against these characters, there's such a huge gap that these units are literally like, you can say this is a 2024 unit, this is a 2023 unit. This is how big the gap is between these units. This unit is a fumble. The Zenkai is decent, nothing special. Their 70% damage reduction and high stats help them. Otherwise, they're not anything special. I've used them. I have their platinum equipment, unique equipment, fully maxed out. Zenkai 7, almost 12 stars. Decent enough, nothing special. This unit with a comeback, you can use him. I'm not gonna like, this is a very decent alternative in a movie saga if you don't have Tree of Might Goku, but otherwise, yeah, Tree of Might Goku is better than him. Honorable mentions, imagine me saying the Ultra released before the anniversaries in honorable mentions. A bit sad. And all the anniversary units, apart from 3, this guy, and this guy, the 3 LL units, I don't even think you'll consider him an anniversary LF. After party, I guess, only 3 units are barely in the meta at the moment. The Ultra, the headlining Ultra, is not top 5 anymore. Legends power creep is going too fast. This unit is again good. His gauge is very good. Removes your vanish, hits you with the blue card, but nothing special again. All of these units are power creep. These units are literally gonna get power crept in Legends Fest, so this is a bad place to be in for Legends at the moment. You don't have a lot of CC, units are too broken. You have to, if you don't have either of these units, you're in a disadvantage when going into a fight. I use GT, trust me, it's like an uphill battle, which is not fun. The matches go to 180 time accounts. So yeah, this is the tier list. As you can see again, the first spot is shared between Turles and Vegeta, then there's a huge gap. Then you have the third and fourth spot, which is shared between Gotenks and Tree of Might Goku. At 5th, Vegito, 6th, Ultra Super Saiyan Gogeta, 7th, Omega, 8th, Evil Boo. If you want to, you can swap these, but for me, this is their placement. 9th spot is shared between Ultimate Gohan and Evil Boo. 10th is Shin, Supreme Kai. So I think that's it from my side. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one, and goodbye.